Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Harden with it. He's picked up by Garland. Now here's Harden. Dunn outside. There's the three. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
This is Mobley's zone. He's got all the size he needs to dominate this paint.
The shot by Dunn, no good.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I discussed with Coach the difficulties of guarding Donovan Mitchell. He jokingly responded, "You mean the guy who scored 71 points? It should be pretty easy." And he went on to say, "Donovan is one of the best scorers in the game. We have to be disciplined and guard him closely. This will be a big test for their defense." Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. we'll see the Golden State Warriors taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hi, everyone. This is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Here we go. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. But this will be fun. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It goes on Mike Conley. Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, B.A., it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
And Gobert with a block.
Well, Rudy loves erasing shots. Every chance he gets, he'll take a swipe at you.
And Edwards slams it in.
Man, that's just awesome. Edwards at 6'4", 225 pounds, dancing with the ball.
And here are the Warriors now, following the score by Minnesota. Podziemski with it. He's picked up by Edwards. No luck on that one. Randall with some nice D. Edwards can't hit.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And here's Green from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
Draymond Green imposing his will and now making threes. This spells trouble with a capital T.
And they're running. Curry from deep three-point land. Here's Conley. And he buries his first look.
A cagey score on the inside. Conley has the smarts and he has the skill.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. I asked him about Jimmy Butler and what his defensive scheme is for him, and Coach said to not let him bully us from the interior and mid-range. We want to push him as far out as possible. We have to play tough. Let's see if they're able to accomplish this, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Substitution for the Timberwolves, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dylan Hale.
Butler surveying the floor. The kick out, Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Plus the three after using the pump fake.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
And here's Edwards outside. Fires in the triple. Edwards got 7 points.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Butler. Takes it inside. Can't hit that one.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Trailing by 2. Pass to Butler. Here's Moody, covered by Alexander Walker. Here's Curry, and he gets that one. He's He's got 6.
Curry's toughness on display inside there, just clashing inside. I saw a green light there. He's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Edwards can't hit. Left side, Butler. Here's Green. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, Draymond Green's got to think right now, I'm going to take you inside, and I'm going to challenge you to stop me. I don't get a lot of these possessions, but when I do, I'm going to try to get some points on the board.
From deep three-point land. The shot by Butler, no good. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Spins. Dillingham. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, he had a wide open shot, but instead he tried to do a crowd-pleasing circus act there, and as much as I like juggling, that's not effective.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second team foul. At the line for the Warriors.
And he drops the first. And he can't hit the second. To halt the run. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The Warriors on top. They're up by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it. Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And Brent, you've all
well, BA, a lot of fans clamoring for Kuminga to get minutes even earlier on, but the Warriors took a very slow approach to his development, and now you're starting to see some of that athleticism and strength and some of that patience paying off for Jonathan Kuminga.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. The quick look, no good that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Payton. Back to Curry. Jackson Davis down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So both teams making some changes here. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Outside, DiVincenzo. There's a double team with Podziemski. Pass to Clark. Let's go with a 3. Oh my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. That's on Gary Payton II. Minnesota shooting their first foul shot of the game. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. And now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Sinks that one from the post. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Want to score in the NBA? Hicks can really force the D to make tough choices.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Let's look at the energy stat. How the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Now here's Green. 7 points in the game. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Now here's Curry. He's got 10 with the fadeaway. The shot comes out.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Miller outside. Outside, DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Curry's shot is off.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Shoots it from the high post. No good, off the front rim. And it's the Warriors with the ball. And Curry with the take. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Donte DiVincenzo.
How quick was that Curry drive there? The D having no choice but to body him up. Try to make the effort to throw him off, but they end up fouling him.
And so Curry nails both of them. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Now here's Randall. No made baskets yet. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Edwards for 3. Rebounded by Butler. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. From deep 3-point range, Anthony Edwards with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Tries the spin move. The kick out to Conley. Pass to Edwards. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Jimmy Butler. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. There's 6 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Timberwolves ahead. Up by 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters. This second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Here's Podziemski. No points yet. Outside Butler. McDaniels with some nice. Well, Brent, there are only a handful of players in the league with the big game experience of Butler.
Yeah, and those big games, BA, are where he's had some of his best moments. It's been on several different teams as well. So the bigger the game gets, the bigger Jimmy Butler appears to show up.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team the win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Back to Curry. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Podziemski. Back to Curry. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
He's been their top scorer, but he's really had to fight for it. He'll need to be more efficient in the future for this club to reach its full potential.
Baseline try. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Edwards has got 15.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Curry's shot is off. The Timberwolves lead by 4. It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 15. Outside McDaniels. Clock at 6. Puts one up from 19. Edwards can't hit.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
And a deep three from Curry. Curry with another miss. Edwards with it. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Warriors trail by 6. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Butler on the wing. Shot is up. That one a little long. And here's Conley. The kick out to Edwards. Fires the 3. Nails it from 3. And now a 9-point Minnesota lead.
Shooting the 3 with confidence. That's exactly what this team needs from Edwards.
And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
1:44 left in the third. Curry. Hey, Curry! The hustle play! The Timberwolves lead by 7. Here's Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. This one for 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Well, Randall keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Butler on the wing. A shot from the mid-range. Unable to get that one.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Back to Randall. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Randall's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Heel to the ball. DiVincenzo picks him up. Oh, tough work inside from Butler.
I like Butler down low, fighting for points.
Pass to Randall. They get it back. Left side, DiVincenzo knocks down the triple.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line. That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They've had and 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Timberwolves lead by 11. Nails the 16-footer.
But you can't give that much room. Dante sees the light, and he's going to take care of business.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Who poked away. The kick out, Curry. From behind the arc. Court three, Stephen Curry.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And here's Dillingham from the arc. That shot, no good. Warriors trail by 10. Pass to Jackson Davis. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ingles. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Jackson Davis. Boom! He jams it straight down.
It feels like Steph doesn't even have to look. He just knows where his teammates are.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. The Timberwolves making a switch here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Outside Podziemski. Misses the three.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. What's one up from 19? 6 on the shot clock. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
And this is where the coaching staff applauding the way that Dante right now aggressively is shooting the ball off the catch and shoot.
And here's Curry for three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Pass to Shannon. For three. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. Now here's Podziemski. Back to Curry. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
And Curry's found his groove out there, and that's a scary thought.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Pass to Butler. The kick out, Curry.
Like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Yeah, momentum and commitment on the drive from Edwards. Going inside and running right into a foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Edwards.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
High post Green. The kick out, Curry. Curry draws the double. And here's Green from the arc. It's not going to go for him.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game. That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
McDaniels with some nice D. Minnesota leading by 15.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Timberwolves.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Edwards.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
You know, that was an excellent play right there, using his strength to power through contact.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Here's Green. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, we know he's undersized for the position, but Draymond Green does the work of several men, including how he forces the D that time to foul.
And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career.
And we've got 28 seconds left to the fourth. Steps back. Here's DiVincenzo. Here's Minot. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Curry looking it over. And here's Dillingham from the arc. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.